to go through, and there's nothing like the first time. So I hope you do.
Are you watching this? Are you watching this? Yeah. Are you watching this? No. You need to get with it. Are you watching this? We on a TV shit. Are you watching this? You don't wanna miss. Are you watching this? Stop canceling our shit.
Welcome to the Are You Watching This podcast? I'm one of your hosts, Chelsea.
And I'm Ellen.
Ellen, what have you been watching this week?
Okay, let's start off with the Pitt. I know I mentioned it last week. I'm fully into it. I get it. I get it, you guys. I get the Pitt crew obsession. The PR the internet has done has worked on me, and I feel like a lot of people. Yeah, it's good. It's very like what's it called? You know how last week you asked me like, did you, or I don't know when you asked me this, but you asked me because I watch medical dramas if I ever wanted to be a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
This show solidifies that I do not.
Yeah, I get that for sure.
I feel like, yeah, the what's it called? Like injuries we see and stuff are so, yeah, the what do we call makeup or what
special effects?
Special effects are very good, too good actually. I hate it, but apart from that, it's great.
What episode did it take for you to get to for you to be like, okay, I'm in it?
Maybe 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you ever do like an episode, like a 3-episode test? Like, do you ever?
Yeah, I did. I did one this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna talk about it?
Yes. And this one, even 3-episode test, it was mainly I was doing the dishes and cleaning, and I kind of forgot to push the end button while it kept playing. So
yeah. Okay, so it just ended up that way.
Yes. Yeah, I think it was for me about episode 3 or 4 that really took me the cadence of the show. It took a little bit for me to find the rhythm of it.
Yeah. Wait, of the Pitt or the one you watched?
The Pitt.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, somebody on Twitter called it like a going back to just classic TV, and I think that's such a good description.
Yeah, I agree. But honestly, because I'm binging it, right? And the way they end each episode is like an emergency case comes rushing through. And I don't know how people have been doing that week by week. Like I want to catch up so I do get to experience that for at least one, because I think there's only one episode left.
1 or 2, yeah.
Okay.
I think there's 15 in the season, so.
Oh, okay. So then there's like 2, because I think 13 is out right now. So yeah, I'm trying to catch up so I can experience that and see what everyone's been going through. But I don't know how you guys have been doing that, like waiting week by week for the pace of this kind of show.
I have not cared that much about the next emergency.
Okay, fair enough. Do you care about the characters?
Yes, I'm learning to really. The characters are the ones that are growing on me. There's like some that I just still don't like, and I think that maybe the purpose. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're not lovable or whatever. Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
The head nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Dana,
I love
I think
her.
is her name.
Yes, yeah, she is as real as it gets, and no, yeah, I like her, and she gives everybody the time of day and stuff like that. Who's yours?
Same, and I think she was when I only was in the first 2 or 3 episodes. I said the only character I like is the head nurse, and it's because she like takes her little smoke breaks.
Yes, yeah, I do remember you saying that. Yeah, she's like chill, but still takes her job seriously, which I really love.
And she's good at her job.
Yeah, she is. And I do like that her and Dr. Robbie, who's like the main character, Noah Wiles' character, but like someone did tweet this and I fully agree. They are like work husband and wife, and I like that dynamic a lot. For
Yeah.
One other thing I did want to mention is I wrote down, because I think I'm on episode 7 and it probably clicked around 6 or 5 where I was like, oh, this is probably why I was struggling to get into the show. I'm gonna start off by asking, have you ever watched The Wire?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I feel like the way the show is, The Pitt is shot, is similar to The Wire in terms of like the cadence, the intensity, like the camera work. And when I never watched The Wire in real time. I think I watched it for the first time last year or in 2023. And it took me a minute to get into it too. And I was like, how is this one of the best shows of all time? Like, why did it get so much, praise and stuff? But then you stick with it and you just fall into the world of like the camera work and the acting and all that stuff. So The Pit feels very familiar with that. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
My only thing with The Pit at this point, I am invested. I'm fully in it. It took me a while to get there. I think that they do tropes a lot. Again, the one that I've brought up the most is like the incel son. It's very tropey. The characters are very much stereotypes, but you know what?
It's all right. It's a drama. It's it's meant to be. Even like the extras when a patient comes in and then the family member comes in, they're very extra, and I'm like, okay, it could lead into what like soap opera, like opera land, but the main characters save it because they are acting like not so dramatically. Yeah, but I agree with you.
Yeah, I have. Well, like Drake and I were watching the new episode of the Daredevil Reborn last night, and I didn't watch the original. I'm not super into it, but I sit there and I pay attention, sort of. And I laugh throughout the episode though, just because the actors, everybody is taking it so seriously. But like in one scene, he's on the phone with somebody and he hears a bank getting robbed and he just says call 911 and then hangs up the phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then he like runs off really seriously and I start laughing. I don't want to laugh because it's not funny, but it is.
Yeah, it's a bit
funny.
corny. It's about And that show, out of all the, because it's a Marvel show, right? We can call it that. Out of all the Marvel shows, and I feel like Marvel can get into the territory of the corniness or whatever. Like She-Hulk, a lot of people thought it would be corny, but I think Tatiana played that off really well. And all the others. But Daredevil, it's the most corny Marvel show to me. Yeah, I laugh too. I giggle and I'm like, oh God, no.
But I guess I kind of like it too because that was the vibe behind the first seasons, right? When it was on Netflix.
Yeah. It's literally stayed the same. That's why I'm like, why? I have not looked into why it changed platforms.
Probably just because Disney owns Marvel now, and so they want the money instead of Netflix getting the money.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, they really didn't change anything up.
That's so I kind of appreciate that too. But I'm like, we could have just a notch, But I think that's what people liked about it too. So
yeah, I think so too. I agree.
Yeah. Anything else you're watching this week?
How about you do one since you got a whole list? Yeah.
So I'll do the one that I gave the 3-episode trial, and it was Mid-Century Modern.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I shouldn't have been surprised at what the show was, but it was bad.
I commend you. 3 episodes.
Well, again, I was cleaning the kitchen, and so I was just like, whatever. I'll see if maybe it grows on me. And I can see myself on an airplane binge watching like a season like sometime.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't bad enough where I would never watch it, but it just like I'm not gonna sit down and watch this show.
Yeah. I put on the first episode and I put it off within 10 minutes. I said, oh no, it's not for me.
It's a CBS 2.5 Men.
Yeah, laughing track.
Yeah, that vibe.
sitcom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There
Which,
intentionally
mm-hmm.
all of that, yeah. Which is fine.
Which, yeah, yeah. Again, this I could see myself at some point. Maybe I got the flu. I'm on a like
Mhm.
where low stakes. I'm can't go anywhere. I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I did do a little research just to see if there was who was involved in it and X, Y, and Z. Ryan Murphy is one of the executive producers and he's
Okay.
involved. So then I saw that and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That makes
That's
sense.
why we're
What are your
here.
thoughts on Ryan? What are your thoughts on Ryan Murphy? Let's dive into that
Well,
real quick.
I actually have bring him up in our main segment. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. Or one of his shows. And so I think that we could,
Talk
yeah.
about him more during that. Okay, fair enough.
Because I get because there's feelings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
agree. I
he's
agree with you.
interesting.
Yes.
I do know because you tweeted about it. You watched the studio, right?
Yes, I watched. Did you?
Yes,
Yay. Did you like it?
I did. The second episode, the oneer, that
Mhm.
episode was really, really, really good.
I agree. I agree. I thought actually, well, you could give it to both Seth and Catherine, but I was really impressed with Seth's acting. I don't know why, but yeah, it it was. I don't know. I was really impressed.
Yeah, because I mean, usually he's in what Pineapple Express, Super
Yeah,
Bad,
yeah.
uh, those type of movies. He
Mhm.
has been in a couple of dramas. He was in one with Michelle Williams. I think it was called like Last Waltz. No, that can't be right. I think that's a basketball movie. I'll see
No,
if I can put.
that's a drama. I'm pretty sure. Now you're making me
I'll
doubt it.
I'll look it up.
You're
But
looking.
he was in
Okay.
it, and he was good in that.
Okay.
But and so I think it's kind of a similar. Like it's not a super serious character, but
It's like a comedy show, but he brings the dramatic acting. Like his role is serious. He's not the goofy guy, or he's not the. He's taking the world seriously of
mhm.
the show. Yeah.
Okay. So the question I had a couple of things about it.
Mhm.
Did you watch the franchise on HBO?
No, no, who was in that? But no, I did not. Who
The
was in that?
franchise, it has the it has Aya Cash in it, and then some other actors. I don't remember.
Okay.
I think it has the main guy from that Tomorrow movie that's about if the
Oh,
Beatles
uh-huh, uh-huh.
disappeared.
This recently came out. Okay. No, I
Yes.
haven't. Have you? Did you?
Yeah. Yes, and it's a
Mhm.
similar concept.
Okay.
So I think if you like this show, again, we've only have 2 or 3 episodes out so far. You might like the franchise.
I didn't hear good things about the franchise.
Well, I didn't either, and I started
Mhm.
watching it, and I wouldn't say that it's like the best show ever, but I think that
Yeah.
if let me say this, if you part of what you enjoy about the studio is movie making, that kind of
Yeah.
aspect, I think you like the franchise because it's kind of making fun of the current state of the
Okay.
industry, and I
Yeah.
thought that was funny, and
Yeah.
there's parts of it. Again, low effort show, watch it whenever
Yeah.
you have some
Okay.
time.
Okay. So you found that somewhere. I actually, as an Entourage lover, I feel like this show, if you are an Entourage lover too, this show could fill that hole that's been, you know, unfulfilled since Entourage finished a while ago.
In
Um,
what way?
the movie aspect way, like
Okay. Mhm.
behind the scenes of actors, producers, studio heads, agents, stuff like that, which made the show. Now, Entourage was way more sexual, and more crass because it was like a group of boys. But the Hollywood behind the scenes aspect of it is great. But yeah, yeah, it's great and very, very similar to to Entourage.
I need to watch Entourage. How many seasons are there? Like 5 or so? 6?
I want to say like six,
And then a
7,
movie?
and in the movie, yeah. I'm nervous for you to watch it. I'm like, I don't know
Maybe
if I want you to watch it.
maybe I'll watch the movie first.
No, you can't do that. Oh my god. Whatever opinion you have of it, then I will not care. I'll be actually do that. So then I'll be like, Chelsea doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah,
If your
she's like,
opinion
you
is
didn't
shit,
do it right.
you're right.
Um, that movie with Seth Rogen is called Take This Waltz.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, came out in
Okay.
2011.
What was are you on his like IMDb page right now by any chance?
Mm-hmm.
What was his last role before this? Because I was trying to think about
Like
that. I was like,
TV wise, or just in
just in
general?
general. What was his?
Um,
When
well,
was
he
his
was in
acting
Kung Fu
job?
Panda 4.
Okay, not animated. Like his
Um,
face, his body. You know.
yeah, he was in Teenage. Nope, that was also probably a voice. It looks like movie wise, he's really just done a lot of voice work. He was in that movie, An American Pickle, that came out in 2020. It was an HBO movie, and
I think I remember.
he like played a pickles salesman that time travels or something like that.
I think I remember. Yeah, I think I remember. But that was animated too, right?
No, that one was
Oh,
real.
okay.
And
Okay.
then TV wise, yeah, Platonic. He's in
Okay.
that
Yeah,
one.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
that's probably like his last
role.
acting big role. Yeah.
Yeah. And in that show, it's very true to the Seth Rogen we know from like Superbad, Pineapple Express, like just his regular roles of this charming, goofy, not goofy, but that kind of whoever Seth Rogen is to you when you watch him. That's what he gives in Platonic. But with the studio, I think he gives something different, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
surprised.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch the rest of the season.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I want to read to you just about this pickle, the American Pickle movie. I did
Okay.
not watch it. But let's see. It's a comedy drama, and it's based on a short story called The Sellout. And he plays a European Jewish immigrant who gets preserved in a vat of pickles and wakes up a century later in modern day New York, attempting to fit in with the assistance of his last remaining desiccants, which I guess means his
Okay.
pickles.
Uh, the rest of the cast of that movie.
It just says Seth Rogen and Sarah Snook are the that's
Really?
when it says starring, that's
Yeah.
like
I didn't
yeah.
even know Sarah Snook was in that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Maybe I
that
should
actually
watch it.
yeah, maybe we should. I mean, it's can't be that. Well, no, I'm not going to say that. It's only
It's
89 minutes, I'll say.
okay. Okay. Yeah, that's doable.
Um
Did you have any more? I feel like you had questions about the studio, or no?
well,
Was
I
that
want
it?
to the other thing I was wondering when watching it is how realistic it is. Like
Yeah.
obviously these characters are over the top. Obviously it's a lot bigger. It's
Yeah.
dramatized, but do you think that like the way that the industry works where you're screwing people over, buying
Yeah.
scripts, all these type of things going on.
Yeah.
Nobody likes
Yeah.
the head of the what I'm talking about.
Studio.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I do. I do. Do you?
Yes. I
Yeah.
feel like it's probably not that far off.
Yeah, I agree. I think they definitely, yeah, as you said, like hype it up. Um, and Martin Scorsese was brilliant and with his role. And that's another what is a like confusing thing. I actually just finished watching episode 3 before we started recording this, and Ron Howard is in that one. It's it's it messes my mind a little bit because it's like no, these are real people in the industry playing themselves, but they are hamming it up. Uh, but there is obviously there is truth to the what's it called conflict that arises each episode regarding the studio and the producers, writers, actors of a movie, etc. Yeah.
Have you heard the theory that Hollywood is and like making movies is just a way of laundering money?
No, I have a better conspiracy theory about Hollywood, but no, I haven't. Can you tell me more about that though? Like Like,
It's
yeah.
it's mainly because like movies they say are like cost hundreds of millions of dollars to make, and then you go
Yeah.
see it and you're like, what cost that much money?
Yeah. Like the pickle movie.
Yes. So I like people are like they say it costs that much, and then they're overpaying for certain stuff or kind of lying about where the money's going.
Yeah, I can see that. So they're like embezzling kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. I definitely can see that.
What's your
Yeah.
conspiracy that you have or
This is very conspiracy theory. And I don't believe it, but if I get to it in my head sometimes I can convince myself of it.
Mhm.
How Hollywood makes movies. If they make not every movie, but there are a few movies in there that they put out to the world that is like futuristic or like a what's it called? I don't know, like a way of thinking, and they put it out
Mhm.
into the public to like test our reaction.
I mean, that's probably true.
Yeah. Yeah. And then to like normalize it. So then when it does happen, we're like, wait, this feels like deja vu. I've seen this before. It's not like that big of a deal, you know?
I don't like the normalizing part because that probably has worked on me so much.
That's the point. It's worked on me too. That's why I sort of kind of do believe it sometimes if I think about it too much. Yeah. It's worked on me too.
Mm,
You're not
mm.
alone.
Okay, well that's good at least. I'm not the only one. Here's the thing. I'm fine with falling for media. Like if you're trying to sell something to me, upsell me, if movies like Glen Powell was being forced on us and I was like, "You know what? I don't care. I'm happy
Yeah.
with it."
Yeah. That's how I feel about Timothy. Yeah.
It's like go for it.
Right.
But I don't so I think of like I'm aware of it. I'm like, it's fine. But I know there's so much that I'm not aware of that I'm falling
Yeah.
for.
Like they're really doing a good job at tricking you into
Hmm.
believing it. Yeah, I feel you.
Yep.
And that's all right. That's fine. We all got got.
What else are you watching?
Um dum, dum, dum. What else have I watched? Okay, I guess this is my last one. I found a show on Hulu. Now, apparently, it's been on Hulu for the last what are you 25 maybe 3 years because it came out 2022. It's called Big Boys, but it's a British half-hour sitcom. I didn't need to say comedy after that. um, and it is created and written by a guy named Jack Rook, and Jack Rook created this TV show based off his comedy stage show called Good Grief, Happy Hour, and Love Letters. Um, what can I say? The premise is it's basically so Jack Rook, like the creator, he's narrating it, but the actor playing him, like he's not playing the actor, but it is his story. It's a dramatized version of something that's happened in his life. So he narrates it from the main character point of view, and he's narrating a chapter of his life as he recovers from his father's death, and then he goes on to college, to like university, navigating all that, but also navigating exploring his sexuality for the first time because he is gay. Um, and it is so good. If there's one thing I need everybody to watch, it is this show. There's 3 seasons. The final season, the third season, came out February. 6 episodes each, so
Okay,
18
that's not that much.
altogether. And they're half hour. And I think like the only I was like trying to find a way to describe it or how it made me feel, and it's funny, smart, emotional, vulnerable as hell, and it like the writing. This is a this is big praise. Reminds me of Fleabag, and
Okay.
yeah, and then I looked up Fleabag, and I did know this, but I wanted to confirm. Like Phoebe created Fleabag off her one woman stage show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like similar backgrounds to like these shows, and it's just it's so vulnerable and so funny and sweet. And yeah, I everyone needs to watch it, please. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I have been. And I actually had to stop myself halfway through season 2 because I'm trying to digest it and, as slow as I can because I don't want it to be over so soon. That's how much I love it.
I have never heard of this. I haven't even
Yes.
seen it on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, no, I feel like Hulu just put all the seasons on and
Maybe.
it came out on Hulu March 25th, like last week. And
Okay.
Google says that they had like 1 and 2 on there, but I don't think so.
Well, and I think that they hide stuff because I go, not hide, but what they promote is very interesting because I'll go in there like I want to watch stuff I've never seen,
Yeah.
and I just don't come across this stuff half the time.
Yeah. And I watch British TV shows, so I do get recommended other British TV shows from the ones I've watched on Hulu, and I have never gotten this one recommended. So I don't think it's been on there for that long. And if it has, then I don't, you got me, Hulu, or you got us. But I'm glad it's finally on there. And yeah, it's amazing.
I
Yeah, I loved it.
I put it down to watch. I was just looking at who was in it, and I think you did say this, but I don't know if you, Dylan Llewellyn, the guy. I
Yeah.
guess he's the main guy. He's in
Hmm.
Derry Girls. He is the
Oh,
guy who,
yes.
yeah.
Yes. See, I haven't watched it. I watched like the first 2 episodes, but I haven't watched Derry Girls.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Derry Girls is also really good.
Yeah, I've heard. Everyone's a big fan. I need to.
Well, I'm good to know because I have some stuff to on my list of things to watch this week, but
Yeah.
it was slimming down as I was checking stuff off my list, and so
Yeah.
I'm glad to add something else on there.
Honestly, if you could bump that up just on the list that you have, the big boys, just
Okay,
check it out and see. But no
I'll put
pressure.
it
I
on
really,
top.
really love it. And then
No,
I
I
also
mean,
looked up it has been winning awards in the UK. Yeah. But
okay, good.
yeah.
Yeah, I moved it up on my list. I'll probably watch it
Yeah.
tonight if I'm honest.
Yay. Yay. I hope you like it. No, I'm confident. You'll like it. I'm so confident
I
about it.
I think so too. I've liked everything that you've been like. Put everything down. You should watch this.
And this is probably the first comedy that I'm saying. Put everything
Oh,
down. You should
yeah.
you should watch it. Now it is still emotional, but it's not as heavy as the others.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
those
is
other
still.
two were quite traumatic.
Yeah. I listen, I hold my hands up. I agree.
They were good. They were good though. Mm.
What else have you been watching?
Well, I watched or I finished Sunny,
Okay.
and it was
Yeah.
good. The second to last episode I really liked. It was very wild the way that they did. It's more or less they do a game show style,
Mhm.
and it's where the robots kind of learning morality.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's
It's
very interesting the way they did it. I loved it.
yeah, yeah. It tripped me out, but yeah.
Yeah, it was. I was like, I kept seeing the little screenshots. I
Yeah.
was like, episode 9, and I was like, how do we get there? How are we going from like very typical looking show to a game show, like a
Yeah.
Japanese game show, which is very bright, very colorful, very
Yeah. Yes.
dramatic. There's a lot going on.
Um, I don't know if this is a spoilers for our listeners, but what are your thoughts on Sunny by the end of it? Is that a spoiler? Could you say?
No, I didn't have a problem with Sunny. It was what happened is what I said would happen if we had robots is they were
Yeah.
being used against the
Yeah.
people. So,
Yeah.
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 It
Okay.
wasn't Sunny wasn't bad.
No. Yeah.
It's the evil people that were bad.
That's fair.
Then I also checked out Greenpoint Gardening Society.
Okay. Thoughts?
Yeah. I do really like it. I only watched one episode. Mainly I started it and then Drake sat down on the couch and was very engrossed in it. So I was like, maybe he'll want to watch it with me. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see if he wants to watch another episode. If not, then I'll just keep watching it because I
Okay.
did. It's very. It reminds me in a good way
Not in a
of
good way.
no what I don't know. It's very I don't know how to describe it.
Like, you know how they were saying the pit is like what did that person say?
Just
Like
classic TV.
classic TV. I think Greenpoint Garden Society or whatever is classic like prime time Desperate Housewives kind of TV. Does that make sense?
Desperate Housewife. That's maybe what I was thinking of because I
Yeah.
also like the way it's filmed.
Yes,
Is
like the
yeah.
transitions. Yeah,
hmm
it's really quirky or cool. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it again. Yeah, it was very cute.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that makes me
then
happy. Also,
the
yeah, guys,
last
please watch it because it hasn't gotten renewed yet, and I will be very upset if it doesn't get renewed.
oh, it
But
hasn't.
no,
Have you watched all the
yeah,
episodes or like the whole season?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, like I'm caught up. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to watch some more. The last thing that I've been watching that I'll mention because I can't
Hmm.
watch some other stuff, and I was watching it right before this is Ripley on Netflix.
Yeah, I haven't
Have
seen
you watched
it.
that?
Mm-mm.
I think it was last year or 2023.
Hmm.
It has Andrew Scott and it's based off the book Talented Mr. Ripley, which was also a movie, which I haven't
Yes.
seen that either. And I'm going to watch that after I
Okay.
finish this.
Okay.
I'm so stressed out watching this show.
Okay. Why?
I mean, he's a con artist. That's not a spoiler. That's
Oh,
just that's his character, and so he keeps doing all this stuff, and I'm just waiting for him to get caught. Like people are onto him, and he hasn't got caught yet. I'm a little over halfway, and I'm like, is he
okay.
going to get caught at the end? I don't know. I'm very stressed out.
Okay. So it brings the audience into it and like elevates your heart rate as you're watching it in a way.
Yes, yeah,
Okay. That's
yeah.
good. Huh.
I'm enjoying it. I don't know how this has happened, but it has subtitles because he's in Italy, and
Yeah.
so I've been watching all these shows that I have to like actually pay attention to because half of it's in a different language.
Yeah. And it's all in black and white, right? Or is it just
Ye-
one episode?
no, so far all of it except there's been like a couple, like one or two frames where certain
Hmm.
stuff's in color.
Okay. Is that part of the storytelling? Is it on
I,
purpose?
it's just started happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was like, interesting, okay. And then I started the
Yeah.
next episode, and I'm only got like halfway through. So
Okay. Okay. So would
I,
you tell people to check it out? Even though you're not
yes,
done yet? Okay.
it is a little slow. It's kind of like how Mad Men. Well, you never watched Mad Men, did you?
I did. I did. I didn't finish it.
It's slow, right? It's just
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
that. And so if you don't like that pace, it might not be for you. But
Yeah. Okay.
once you get into it, once the good stuff starts happening, you'll get really, really hooked.
Okay. And who doesn't love Adam Scott, you know? Hot priest.
Yeah, he does. He in black and white is not as handsome.
Oh. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I think it's the character that he plays because I was trying to figure out. I think it's the character he plays, and he doesn't really smile, and he's very off-putting, and I mean
Mm.
that's the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
he's not as
Right.
handsome in the show, but I think it's because of his character.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. And I said Adam Scott. Is that his name? It's not Adam Scott. What's his
It's
name?
Andrew.
Andrew. Andrew. Yes.
I kept thinking the same thing. The day that I found out he was gay was a very sad day for me.
Yeah. Me and Coleman Domingo. That was a very sad day for
Oh
me.
yeah, yeah, he is.
Exactly. My exact
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah. Like I kind of knew. I was like, I'm pretty sure he is, but when I like
With
officially
Andrew.
found, mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I know. It actually seems like the gays of Hollywood are having a grand all time. Like they're all hot. I hope they're all banging each other. I would love that for them.
they probably are.
Yeah.
If I know anything about Hollywood and gay people, they definitely are.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not offensive.
Hopefully not. No, I mean, we're just
I
saying you're
mean,
having
those
a great
that's
time.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got more people. You got more people around because if you live in smaller towns, like
Right.
you're like,
Your what's pool of people to choose from is shitty. Yeah, that's our point is that they're hot gay actors like now more and more,
that
and
are
that's
stone
amazing.
throws away
Yeah.
if you live in
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, who are you nominating this week? Who are your
Okay.
for your considerations? Do you have more than one again?
I do, but I might need your help with the second one. And I'm just
Okay.
throwing throw it in there. But I'm gonna do the first one. I think it's a shoe in. The studio gonna be a
Okay.
best comedy nom. And then for it's gonna be the studio too, but okay, yeah. I wanna give to Catherine for best supporting actress.
Okay. Oh wait, Catherine Hahn or Catherine O'Hare?
Uh, sh-
The
that's yeah, I know. The yeah. I don't know. That's can you answer that question for
oh,
me?
that's the question.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if I know yet. I think I would have to watch another episode or two.
Okay. I was leaning more
Yeah.
towards Han, but I fucking don't know.
Well, when you first said it, I thought you meant O'Hare. Like that's just what popped in my head. But then I
Yeah.
was like, oh wait, but Catherine Hahn's character is also really good.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't. Yeah,
I
I'm.
don't know. But yeah. Maybe I should leave it till the end. As
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll do a like I've been doing.
Okay.
You'd be
Like
like,
a
okay,
callback.
yeah.
Okay. Fair. What about you? What are your for consideration?
Well, so that's I'm doing my callback, and I'm officially
Oh.
nominating Deli Boys for best comedy.
Okay. Did you finish it?
I think we have 2 episodes left.
Okay.
I think it's unique to what's been on TV recently, and I really
Yeah.
like the way that they're doing it, and I really like the characters a lot, and so
Yeah.
I think it's a very well written show. It's very funny. I'm enjoying it
Yeah.
thoroughly. So I'm just like I don't know if it'll be nominated, and if it is, I don't think it'll win,
Yeah.
just because they're new creators on
Yes.
on the scene, or this is their like first really big project, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I
And
think
it's
it
a
might.
different story, right, for
Hmm.
America to really get into.
Hmm.
But it would give them like the publicity if they did get nominated that I think they
Hmm.
do deserve. So I hope they do. And
Yeah.
as I said it last week, I really love that nomination and I back it, honestly. Yeah.
I mean, if I could vote, I would put it in there.
I know. We're
But
working our way towards that.
one day, one day. Any other nominations? So you're gonna wait on the Catherines?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait
Okay.
on the Catherines. Do you have any others?
Mm-mm. Well, I wrote one down, and I'm gonna save it either for next week or
Okay.
yeah, just because I feel like there's something that's coming up where I can be like, and this is why.
Okay. Fair. Okay. Speaking of the pit, I know you nominated them, but you were, or did you, have you officially nominated them? Okay, so you're
No,
still,
yeah, it's definitely though. I mean, it's probably going to be under best drama,
yeah, I agree.
and then maybe something else. That's why I want to finish the season, and I want to look into like some of more of the details that they could
Yeah,
get nominated for, like maybe special effects. I don't know. Like I don't know. Just want to do
yeah,
some more research.
okay,
I'd
fair.
be curious.
Yeah, okay.
Are you are you ready to get into today's topic?
I am. I'm following your lead.
So I presented this topic idea, and it's what I'm calling seasonal vibes,
Okay.
where whenever a certain season rolls around, it's not that I'm like I have to start watching the show, but I just get this inkling. I get this itch that oh, I need to rewatch this show, revisit this show,
Yeah.
and it's during specific seasons, and I think there's an emotional reason why, and I'll kind of explain them, I think.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give you my first ones,
Okay.
or an example of one, and then we can kind of go from there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Um, I'm so for spring. That's just what I wrote down first.
Hmm.
I always get an inkling to rewatch Girls.
Okay.
It's even though not all of it takes place in spring, and I don't even
Hmm.
think the first like couple of episodes are spring, but I watched it for the first time in spring, and my
Okay.
friend Bailey got me to watch it, and we like watched the first couple of episodes together, and I just have this strong feeling to watch it every spring.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. I can see it.
Is there any shows that you feel like you have to watch?
In the spring or
Yes.
a free for all? Okay. In the spring. You know what? In the spring, I didn't write anything down. I wrote down for other seasons, but in the
Okay.
spring, no. And I wonder if it's because it's like kicking into summer, and I don't know, but no,
Okay.
I don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair. I also I've watched again, I think it's almost every spring that I feel this way. I've rewatched Girls, I don't know, 3 or 4 times now. We've
Yeah.
kind of talked about this. I still don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah. Because I rewatched it since watching it for the first time last year, right? And that's when we were talking
Hmm.
about it. And I realized I didn't finish it. And those girls really do take you through a lot of shit, and you get mad at them, annoyed, but some don't really grow. But by the end, that final season, even that final episode, it's whatever. You can feel how you want to feel about it, but I can say one thing for sure. When that show is over, you do find yourself missing the girls.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Again, I keep rewatching it, so obviously there's something there.
There is. They're batshit, but yeah, there is.
I
Yeah.
just,
I don't know if I would watch it every year, though.
I don't, it's like there's something pulling me to it.
Are you like trying to figure out if you like it with every watch? Like,
Yeah,
is that the
yeah,
pull?
kind of. I'm like, okay, let's watch it again this time and see if I can finally decide if I like it or if I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, Also, you know how we've talked about watching shows in different seasons of your life, a different age, whatever. Since you've been watching it every year for the past 4 years, do you sense yourself having like a different physical emotion? I mean, physical reaction or emotional reaction to certain situations that happened, like, yeah, like last year to then watching it this year or something?
I don't know if it's like if I would say last year to this year, like a year difference, but the first time I watched it, I was in
Mm-hmm.
college. And
Mm-hmm.
then, now married, out of college.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, absolutely. Now I watch it and I'm like, the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, they're just being so silly. But like, I should like, I knew people that lived in New York that were doing that. And so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, of course, like that's just how it is. And now watching,
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all are so stupid. Why are you doing this? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Which
agree.
I mean, I
That's
think that's partly the point,
mm-hmm.
but I know too that Lena Dunham's character is pretty insufferable. And
Yeah.
once people started saying that after season 2 or 3, Lena Dunham was like, no, no, that's the point. And I'm like, but are you just saying that now? Or I do
Was
think
that
it
the
is the
point?
point. Yeah, I do think it is,
You think
but
so? I think the first season she wasn't. I think the Shoshana, they were more insufferable, or she made them at least look more ridiculous than she was. Does that make sense?
mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll
Yeah,
rewatch it next year.
I think maybe we just need to leave that show where it is.
Yeah, fair. Lena's coming out with a new show.
I was about to say, do you remember what it's called?
I do not. I do not. I do not.
Okay.
Did I talk about it in that
I think
shows we're
we
looking forward to?
yeah, I think we
Yeah,
mentioned it. I don't e-
yeah,
I do think it has a title, but it's kind of just a pretty big work in progress.
yeah. But I am very interested to see her do like another TV show and her voice and writing style, if it's similar, or if it's not. So we'll see. Very interested.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh, the other show. um, the other shows that I have for spring are Broad City. Again, I think that's just because that's when I watched it, and yeah, it just has a very like upbeat vibe.
Yeah, it does. I agree with that. I do think it's a spring show. I do think. Because they're also, I don't know, when I'm picturing it, they're like running around outside New York. And I think most of it is sunny out.
Hmm.
Or am I tripping? Yeah. So I think it's a spring show. I agree.
And there's Somebody Somewhere, and I put slash Schitt's Creek because they're very different stories, but they feel the feeling they give me is very similar
Oh,
in
that's
a very
funny.
strange way.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. I put Schitt's Creek for summer.
Okay, yeah, I could see that
Yeah.
too because some of these I I had to switch them around
Okay.
because spring and summer they overlap a lot for me.
Yeah, they do for me too. Yeah. Okay.
So you said you have Schitt's Creek for summer.
Summer. Yeah, it's for me the summer, I like to be outside as much as I can, but when I am watching TV, I want it to be something. Well, first I have like my reality TV show, which is Love Island, but then
Hmm.
I want a comedy that's, I don't know, like cozy but upbeat. Not upbeat, but
Hmm.
consistent in what it's going to make me feel. And yeah, Schitt's Creek. I don't know. I don't know why I put it for summer, but yeah, it's my summer comedy show.
It's so wholesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. You said that in the most sincerest way.
Well, because when I started watching it, I really didn't know what it was going to be about, and
Hmm.
for some reason, maybe it was the title, maybe it was the actors. I thought it was going to be a little more crude. I felt like with David's character, he was going to become kind of like a stereotype, but
Yeah.
it was nothing like that. And all the characters were just so lovely. I mean, obviously, they're growing, but they have so much growth throughout the seasons, and yeah, I was like, oh,
Maybe it is. Is that why you put it in spring for like the growth of it all, or why did you put it in spring?
uh, I don't know why a lot of these are where they are. It's just a feeling.
Okay.
I can't. Yeah, I that could be a good explanation, and I think too it's a pretty bright and vibrant show as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. But yeah, the character development is so incredible within that show, and it is such a lovely familial show.
So
I
good.
agree. Yeah.
What else do you have for summer?
So I don't know if this counts, but I have literally been watching it for maybe the past 8 summers. So Love Island is on there.
No, that
Um,
100% counts.
okay. And in my mind, it's like June. I don't know what day, usually it's the first week of June, but that is my summer show, Love Island. I don't care where I am in the world. I'll put that VPN on and I am watching it every single day. And I don't care how outside I am getting back home at 3 a.m. and watching it before going to sleep. And even if I fall asleep halfway through, I'm going to wake up in the morning and rewatch it. Yeah, that's my summer show.
I'm really excited about this season.
I am too. I am too. Fingers and everything else crossed, but I am. And you can literally tell within the first week or two if it's worth it, and if it's not,
Hmm.
that's fine. It's whatever we had last season, I guess.
Yes, and I'm sure they'll bring some of those characters, people back. I mean, they are characters, but
Characters. They definitely can't bring our fave Rod back, so
no,
I
because
don't know
he's
who
already
they
been on
bring
there
back.
for 2 seasons.
Yeah, I don't know who they bring back, honestly.
Maybe Kaylor or
Gosh, I hope not.
Aaron.
God, I hope not. Those are like the two worst people to bring back. They should bring people back from Casa more. That didn't go
Oh,
further. You know what I mean? Like
mm-hmm.
the girl that Cordell and Serena, like the third in that one, they should bring her back.
Ooh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So she has like a better chance of
Yeah,
hanging on.
and she like was legitimately very sweet, and I think that
Yeah.
she would take it halfway seriously. Like she'd be there to actually find somebody to date.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I fully agree. Yeah. You hearing this? We should produce something. This is what I'm hearing when I'm hearing this podcast. Great
I
minds.
have it. I have been making a list of brainstorm ideas for us, and that's something that's involved in it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you have for summer?
The Yeah, Love. Yeah, I didn't write down Love Island because last year was the first year I watched it, and so,
Yeah.
but I can easily see that becoming, like you're saying, every summer June rolls around, I start itching for it.
Yeah.
This is where I put Sex in the City.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I I guess I just visualize it, and maybe it's because because what I've been watching recently is in Just Like That, because the reboot, and
Yeah.
most of that takes place in the spring. It is very airy, very bright,
Yeah.
and I was yeah. What do you got? What's that look on your
Okay.
face?
I
Yeah,
feel like Sex and the City is, well, maybe it's my attachment to it, but isn't Sex and I would feel like, no, I was gonna say more like fall winter. I was gonna say winter, honestly.
I could see that.
Okay.
I could see that, but for
Yeah.
me, it's a summer. Maybe it's because I like to also binge watch it, and so like in the summer, you can just like sit there
Good one.
and just
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. I had Sex in the City. For me, like specifically, I started New Year's Day. So I don't know
Okay.
if that's winter, but I consider that's like my New Year show that I always like to start the year with. Um, and I wrote, as a recovering Carrie, to me it feels like I watch it to just make sure my perspective is like in check in terms of, self reflection of that this is not what we're gonna do.
So you watch it and to make sure you're not falling back into the same habits, you're like,
Exactly.
am I agreeing with Carrie or disagreeing with Carrie?
I have growth. I do not agree with Carrie, but I am a Carrie. So I
Okay.
watch it to just make sure I am saying, oh, that is stupid. I
Okay.
might also be
Mhm.
saying, like, still be saying, I understand where she's coming from, because obviously I do, but I need to hear myself say, no, yeah.
You better not be showing up to people's house dressed up as a candy stripe bringing pizza.
Have I thought about wanting to do it? Absolutely. Have I done it? No, because I watch it at the top of every year to let me know not to pull that shit. I don't need a big in my life. No way.
Mm-mm.
I had a big in
Mm-mm.
my life. I don't need it. No.
I
Mm-mm.
can't I cannot believe that's who she ends up with. That is
I
like
know.
he's the worst one. Actually,
I
I didn't
know.
like any people she dated, but he was the worst one.
And he was absolutely the worst one. That was a one-sided relationship.
Mm.
It hurts me to say because I am a carry. I'm not that much of a carry, but yeah, that it was not great. Also, now that we're talking about it, who do you relate to? Who are you?
I was going to ask you, who do you think I am? I'm throwing it back to you. I was going to ask you that question though when you mentioned
Okay.
it.
Okay. Honestly, I feel like I still don't know you that much, but I can see being in a mix of. I feel like this is safe though, but being a mix of. I don't think you're Charlotte.
I have Charlotte tendencies.
Okay.
There
I was
is a Charlotte side.
okay. I was gonna say a mix of Miranda and Charlotte, but I also think
I
that
think
was a
so too.
very safe bet. Okay. Okay.
I think yeah, I think there's a little bit of a hybrid. I always feel like there's two sides of me, and so
Yes.
I don't exactly relate to Miranda 100%. She's a
Yeah.
little too I don't know. But maybe that's
I'm
the
a
part of myself that I don't like. I don't know.
no. Yeah. I'm a bit of a Miranda too. I say I'm a Carrie and a Miranda
Okay.
always. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm a Charlotte Miranda mix.
Okay. Okay. God, I wish I was a Samantha, but
Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all?
yeah.
I also have for summer that 70s show.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I can see
And
that. Yeah.
I have not rewatched it since the whole Danny Matterson thing, or whatever his
Yeah.
last name is.
Yeah.
I think I might be able to watch it this summer.
Okay.
I think I might be over it
Okay.
at this point. He's had his due process. Like
Yeah.
it's I'm
How about
that
the
part.
the Ashton Kutcher of it all too, though?
Yes, yeah. So I have a little bit hard time with that. So I haven't
Yeah.
rewatched it since then. But yeah, I remember I binge watched it one summer. My friend Katie had it all the seasons on box set, and she lent it to me, and I was just sitting there watching it. I mean, I was in high school. But I was probably a freshman, or maybe not even a freshman in high school yet. And I came home, or my dad came home, and he was like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "That '70s show." And he's like, "You shouldn't be watching this." And I went to go turn it off, and he's like, "No, you can keep watching it." I was just saying. I was like, "Okay." So we just proceeded to watch the rest of it together.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, say freshman year.
Hmm.
Mm, yeah, I guess it was a bit inappropriate.
There's a smidge, but at the time, I don't think I really got it.
Yeah.
Like I knew
Yeah.
that they were doing like smoking weed, but
Yeah. Not
I,
really fully understanding. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, I don't know, like
I agree.
okay.
I'm with you.
Then, uh, um, no, I won't bring it up now. And then when I asked Drake, he mentioned Survivor for summer,
Okay.
and I I can't refute it, but it's not what comes to my head when I
Okay.
think of summer, and I don't know.
Okay. Fair. Is it just a show that you watch every summer, though? Is that maybe why he
No,
brought it up? Oh, okay.
we might have one summer, but not that I remember.
When does it come out? In the fall or summer? Isn't it a
I
summer
think they
show?
have 2 seasons a year.
Oh, dang.
I think it's the
Okay.
fall and summer, or fall and
Okay.
spring,
Okay. Dang.
because they've had 45 episodes.
You mean seasons? Or
Yeah, sorry. Episodes, not
okay.
season.
That's crazy. That is so insane. 45. That's insane. Wow.
So then I'm gonna just list all my fall ones, and then I want to hear
Okay.
your fall ones,
Yeah.
and we can talk about the last one that I mentioned.
Okay.
I got Parks and Rec.
That's a good one. Uh-huh.
I put Gilmore Girls, but in the parentheses CW/teen shows, just because I remember coming home in the fall
Yeah.
and sitting on my bed. It was already, it was like 5:30. It's already getting dark, and like
Yeah.
watching reruns of Gilmore Girls and all of that came on Fox Family, ABC Family, whatever it was.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like that. I have Gilmore Girls on mine too, so that's great.
Is it in fall as well?
Yeah, it's in fall.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a
And
definitely a fall
then
show.
yes, that
Yeah.
I had no explanation necessary. I feel like.
Mm-mm. You know, you know.
Then I have What We Do in the Shadows
Okay.
and American Horror Story. So that's where,
Okay.
yeah.
The Ryan Murphy of it all comes into play.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Um, why American Horror Story?
Because, well, I watched the first season in fall time, but
Okay.
also it's spooky, it's scary. It gives
Yeah.
me like Halloween vibes. Now,
Yeah.
I've not watched all the seasons. They got pretty bad there after like
They
the fourth
did.
one. Hmm.
Oh,
Have
okay.
you watched any of them?
Damn, how many of them? How only the first one? How many has there
Okay.
been?
I could look now. What they have is American Horror Stories, which are these like mini episodes, and those are pretty good. I'm enjoying those.
Like how many?
How many
Like you said,
episodes?
no, no, no. The American now they have American Horror Stories. Is what you said, or what do you mean?
Yes. Yeah, so you have a whole season, and
Hmm.
the episodes I think aren't even quite an hour, and they follow different characters. So the whole season's not a whole story arc, and usually the characters they follow tie into other American Horror Story seasons.
Okay. I did not know that at all.
Let's see how many seasons they got though. Season.
It's like 7, 8.
12.
12. Oh my god, someone has to stop Ryan Murphy. 12.
Yeah,
That's so many.
I know. So Murder House is very good. I like that one.
Okay.
I really like Evan Peters.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
if he's in the seasons, I was pretty happy about it.
I agree. I like him too.
Asylum was good. Coven
Mhm.
probably was my favorite story wise, but I didn't like Evan Peter's character. And then I tried to watch Freak Show. It was not good. And then the last one I watched was Hotel. That one was
Okay.
okay. Lady Gaga's in it for a little bit, and she did a really good job with her character, so that was fun.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice. I want to see her in more things.
Yeah, did you see the Joker 2?
No, I did not. Did you?
I'll probably watch it eventually, but no, I haven't yet.
Yeah. Yeah. When I heard it was a musical, I said, "Oh, okay. Let me take my time watching that."
Hmm. Yeah, so I like American Horror Story. I like those couple of seasons. I watched all of Glee, which
That's it. Literally, Ryan Murphy peaked at Glee. I'm sorry, he really
yes,
did. That's his
yes.
magnus opus, like that. If that's how you say that word, that's his creme de la creme. I don't know if he'll ever top it. And Glee was so ahead of its time.
Mm, very much ahead of its time. I'm trying to see to jog my memory some of his other things that he's been involved in. Oh, I don't think that I knew that's what he looked like.
Oh, really?
Also, he's from Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's what he looks like. That tracks.
Oh, he did. He directed Running with Scissors, which was an adaptation of a Augustin Barrows book that I read, and
Hmm.
he also directed and wrote Eat, Pray, Love.
Whoa. Did I know? I did not know that.
I didn't either. That
Whoa.
which again, if you think about Glee, like that's not outside of
No.
his skill
His,
set, but
yeah. But
still very
no.
very different. And then also there's a
Huh.
Glee the 3D concert movie.
That's funny.
I didn't know that. Um
Another.
oh, and he is a creator and writer on that show 9/11 911 on Fox/ABC.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I
And
do
Dr.
love that
Odyssey, that
show.
checks out. Damn.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
I did know.
Oh, you did? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
you said that checks out.
I mean, just looking at it, like looking through all this, I don't know. Like, he's just, I just don't know about him. Like when I see him involved in something, I'm not like, ooh, that's gonna be good. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have no idea. Like it could be
Yeah.
anywhere, but
Yeah.
like you said, he's kind of already peaked. So
Yeah. He is to me sorry, this is gonna be terrible. But him and Tyler Perry are the same to me. They're just the white and black version of each other.
uh,
And I
that's
say
that's
that,
a good point.
yeah, because they know for it's like I feel like they know what good TV is or good writing is. Let's like basic of it all. They know what good writing is. But then with the shows, and I feel like because Brian Murphy was on a Netflix deal too, or something like a first look or something with Netflix, so he was like releasing a lot of shows. I think it became more about the money, so they just then started giving like putting out anything, and obviously the qualities of all that things are all not great, but because people know how good they can be because of what they have done before, and now I'm talking about both Tyler and Ryan, they excuse the shit that they put out when it is shit. But it's like, no, this is still very shit. And even if it has like the name attached to it, that doesn't mean it makes it less shit. And it's frustrating because they know better. These two creators know better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It also kind of reminds me. I think Ryan Murphy's more of what you're saying, but Chuck Lorre, who did Two and a Half Men, Big Bang
Mm,
Theory, How I Met Your Mother. He's a,
mm,
like with a producer, the backer
yes.
behind it. As so, whenever I see he's involved, I know exactly
Yes.
what I'm
What he
getting.
yeah. Yes.
But another example that I think is a better version, not entirely, is Lorne Michaels.
Okay. Okay.
If he ties his name to it, like he was an executive producer for 30 Rock, he was an
Yeah.
executive producer for there was another show that I just saw, and I think it's newer. If he ties his
Mhm.
name to it, it's gonna be halfway decent.
Yeah, I feel like he's way more positive than Ryan and even like I feel like if
Yes,
you see
yeah,
his name, it's a more positive reaction you're gonna get in
yes,
terms of what you might be
yes.
receiving. Yeah, yeah, I
Hmm.
agree with
It's
that.
like a good example. Chuck Lorre, I it's just like you know what you're gonna get kind of thing. But
Yes, yeah, I agree with that. Like, yeah, Lauren Michael, he will like even bust down, like he will attach himself to these like maybe lesser known
maybe that's the one I
comedies.
was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
But they
interrupt you.
are still of quality. No, it's okay. They are still of quality. But
Hmm.
yeah, Chuck Lorre, his I feel like his is just like a bread and butter thing. Like it's his yeah thing. You're either into it or you're not.
Yeah, yeah. Another little fun fact that I just thought of because of Ryan Murphy writing and directing. The writing part's really also what's throwing me off. Eat, Pray, Love.
Hmm.
Last year, I watched Hope Floats or rewatched. Have you ever seen that movie with Sandra Bullock and Harry Connick Jr.? Mae Whitman's in it as a little kid.
No, someone was recently talking about this. I do want to watch it.
It's classic 90s rom-com movie,
Okay.
but Forrest Whitaker is the director of the movie.
Oh wow, really?
And and this is like the widest movie you'll ever watch in your whole entire life. I don't think there's one
Uh,
person of color in that whole entire movie. Like it is just so white.
wow.
So
Yeah.
when I found that out, I was like, okay. I think it was one of his earlier projects too, but
Yeah. That's so funny. That's insane. I want to see what else he's directed. I'll do that in my own time. But that's a really fun fact. Hmm.
could you see?
Now I definitely have to watch that movie.
It's a very easy movie to watch. It's very cute.
Mhm.
I think you'll like it.
Okay.
Don't think too much about it. Just enjoy it.
I love a silly, not silly, but like a lighthearted rom com, and I love Sandy B.
She does a good job.
Yeah.
The last one I got, and actually I have another fun fact for you about this one, is this is winter time. So I've moved
Oh,
on to
oh,
winter.
can I do my fall?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
I
okay. It's
apologize because I
okay.
knew you said you could.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I only have one that I want to mention. I did put Gilmore Girls. Well, I put this one in the winter too, but the only other one I want to mention for fall is How I Met Your Mother.
Mm.
I watched that for the first time back in 2015, 16, I don't know. But I like remember I binged the whole like 7 whatever seasons. So in my mind, I just associate it with fall, and I when fall comes up, I think about it. I'm like, oh, I wonder how my like Robin and Barney and all them are doing, and then I'll watch maybe the first or 2 seasons, and then I'll stop there because it's long and you need stamina, and I just run out of steam. But I do put it on.
That's a good one. I can see that very much fitting that. I don't remember when the first time I watched it was. I also though have a hard time watching it now, like in
Mm-hmm.
2025, 2024.
Yeah.
It's just there's some aspects of it that were barely holding up the first time around, and they're definitely not holding up
Uh,
now.
okay, like plot
Primarily
holes.
Barney's character.
Oh, 100%.
No, like yeah.
100%. I didn't like him when I first watched it.
Yeah, it's getting more and more annoying though.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. But the rest of them are great. but yeah,
Marshall and Lily are the best.
the
Ted's
best.
is, you know, he's a little
He's the
dweeb.
good boy. Well, he's the good guy who doesn't. He's the good guy who thinks he deserves more because he's a good guy. You know, like the
Yeah.
whole yeah trope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Exactly.
he's not like that. Yeah.
And I don't know if people see that though. That's the thing.
I feel like if you, I think it depends what age you watch it.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you're older.
yeah, you definitely see it more if you're older. Because at first he like comes off charming. He's a good looking person. Da da da. So you fall for it. But the older you get, you're like, wait, manipulation. I see you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See why Robin might not want to date him the first time around.
Right.
I want to have a whole episode about this, but because I've mentioned two of them, I'm going to do it really quick. Did you watch the reboot versions of How I Met Your Mother or That 70s Show?
I did. Oh, only How I Met Your Mother. Did that 70s show have a reboot?
Yeah, on Netflix. It was called That 90s Show.
Oh, I do remember that, but I never watched it. No. I'm guessing you watched both?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you like both or one more than the other?
I mean, That 90s Show, I did not mind watching it. And I
Okay.
like that it, followed very similar themes as the original,
Yeah.
but it felt very flat.
Yeah.
And I feel
Okay.
like I don't know, there's something about it. And they brought back a lot of the same characters, which I appreciated, but it was also kind of annoying for some reason. I don't know why.
Did they have my name is blanking on her. The black haired character. Was
Mila
she?
Kunis.
No, no, no. The Laura. No, what's her name?
Oh,
The tall
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Is her black or is she blonde? I don't know. But the tall one.
yes. With red hair in the show.
Red, yes. Was
Yes.
she
Donna.
in the reboot? No, not
Yes.
Donna. Donna?
Yeah. Eric's girlfriend, like next door neighbor.
Yes. 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 Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
she was in
Yeah,
it.
she was in the okay. I think I remember seeing that. Okay.
Because if I remember the premise correctly, in that 90s show, her and Eric are married. And
Yeah.
the kids are coming to stay with their grandparents for the summer.
Yes. Okay. That's what I thought I saw. Okay. Nice.
How did you like How I Met Your Father, the How I Met Your Mother reboot?
I actually really liked it.
I did too.
Yeah, I'm so upset it got canceled. Like I'm very upset.
I thought it did such a great job of matching the original
Yes.
intent and perspective and writing and characters as a first iteration,
Yes.
but the characters they've matured the characters a lot, not just in age. I think they're a little bit older, but they have more they're more dynamic.
Yes.
I liked it.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. And Hillary, I feel like she definitely needs another TV role. I need her on TV. It's ridiculous that she's not. Um yeah, it was really cute. And they had a character named Ellen on there.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
make me
they
happy.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really sad that we didn't get a second season of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they really did a great job with the storytelling of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It
They
was
really did.
I didn't see it coming.
Surprised. I really
Yeah.
thought we were at least going to get one more season.
I did too. And I feel like they had actors attached to it that could have gotten a second season. But I don't and was it just a Hulu show? I don't know. Now we're getting to specifics
I
that.
don't remember, but it is
Okay.
on Hulu.
Yeah. 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 I'm sad now.
So the winter one that I have is the Great British Bake Off.
Okay. I've never watched that.
Do you like cooking shows at all?
You know, when I find myself having to watch one, I do, but I'm never choosing to watch one. But when I get into it, I'm
Okay.
like, oh, this is so like the high stakes, the creativity. I love food. I'm like, this shit is me, but I'm never choosing to watch it. Yeah.
What shows do you have for the winter?
um, Wait, I do want to ask about the Great British Bake Off because a lot of people really do like it. this is purely just baking, right? So it's not. Is it just like a baking competition show? Is that
Mm-hmm.
my interpretation of it? When did you
Mm-hmm.
start watching it?
2019.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. How many seasons are they? Do you know?
The,
Quite a
well,
few.
it's hard to tell because like on Netflix, this is okay. So this is my fun fact for you. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I got a couple fun facts, but really, so in the U.S., it's called Great British Bake Off,
Uh-huh.
and it's on Netflix.
Uh-huh.
In England, I think actually anywhere except the U.S., it's called the Great British Baking Show,
Oh, wow.
and
Hmm.
so it's because Pillsbury owns the the trade Bake Off.
Whoa.
Yeah, and so they. Oh, so I guess it's is it the other way around then? Yeah, it must be the other way around. So
Yeah,
it's Great
yeah.
British Bake
Baking
Off
show.
in everywhere except the US. And then because Pillsbury owns it, and so they can't have it. It's very weird though, because they go to great lengths to like not call it, I don't know, call it that in the US.
Yeah, but during the show, because they don't film it twice. So during the
I think
show, what are they
I think
saying?
they've filmed the intros twice.
Oh, wow.
I think they call it something else in the intro. I'll have to double check, but yeah.
Huh. That is a really
Or
cool
maybe
fact, though.
they just do it once. So all that to say, the season wise, I would have to look it up on Wikipedia, but when you go look at it on Netflix, it's they only have certain seasons. They don't have like the
Okay.
newer seasons. They don't have the OG season, which I think was owned by Channel 4 or BB, like one of those
Yeah.
British
British
networks.
shows. Yeah.
And so it was on Netflix at some point, and now they don't have rights to it. So it's only some of the newer
Okay.
seasons.
Okay. Nice. I think I'll check it out. We'll see. Maybe it's but you said it's a winter show for you.
I think it is. It's very because it's very comfortable. It's very cozy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Very. The thing that it's not. All the other cooking shows that I've ever watched are very intense, and they're yelling at each other, and um, they're. It's all self focused, but this show is very sweet, and they all will help each other out if they need it. So if like somebody's kind of done, or if their cake is baking and they don't have anything to do, and they see somebody needs help with something, they'll go help them,
Yeah.
and it's just
Aw.
sweet. And it's very, yeah,
Yeah.
heartwarming.
Wholesome. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. I like that. It's very sweet, actually. What
And
else do you
then
have? I was.
that's all I have. I have noted that there are shows that are year round watching shows,
Mhm.
and then
Mhm.
within these shows there are specific episodes that you watch during the holidays, like, so
Okay.
when
Yes.
Christmas rolls around, I rewatch all of the holiday, like the Office Christmas episodes.
Okay. Yeah. I like that actually. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you do
That
that?
makes sense. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I feel like I do that with one sitcom, but I don't. I'd have to think about it, but I feel like I do.
Hulu started, I'm pretty sure, where you can, like, during different seasons, it'll
Mhm.
have like a page, and I think even Peacock started doing this, and it'll say, watch your favorite Thanksgiving episodes from these series, and so then you can click on it and it
Oh.
tells you, so you don't have to go around and search for them.
Ah, that's really smart. That's really, really
Yeah.
smart. Okay. I'm gonna look that up and see if I can do it.
And then even on Hulu, if there's not a specific section, you can just search the term, and you can click on shows and it'll show you the specific episodes from different shows. It's
To
not
do.
quite as easy to navigate, but
Okay. I'd actually
yeah.
like to do the Valentine's Day episodes for The Office. I feel like they were great.
Mm-hmm. I watched those recently
Yeah.
because it was Valentine's Day. How to rewatch them?
Fair enough. Um,
That's all I got for the vibes. You got any more vibes to mention?
I I've realized I do this. I put it in wintertime. I don't know why. It could also fall in the fall in your Gilmore Girls CW teen shows category, but I put One Tree Hill specifically. I rewatch that show, I realized, every year. But I also skip. Like I rewatch the parts I know I like, but and I do that every year, and I don't know why.
That's very funny. But I actually kind of do the same thing.
Okay.
What you're actually probably gonna hate this. That this is how I do it. I have a really hard time rewatching pilot episodes, or even like the first
Okay.
4 or 5 episodes in a first season.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll just skip towards the end of season 1 or start season 2, and then I watch the whole entire series, and then I watch season 1.
Ah, Chelsea.
Are you questioning doing this podcast with me now?
Just a little bit.
I'm gonna explain
I
myself.
okay. Okay, yeah, do it or else I'm gonna start bullying you. So
Well, I can't. What I can't explain is why I don't like rewatching from the start the first couple episodes of the first season. I don't know. I don't know why that is. I just
Mhm.
that is the way it is. But I like when you get to the end of a series and go back to season 1 and rewatch that, or at least the first couple episodes. I like to see how we got to where we were and how things are like either the styles have changed, the characters have changed. It's just a little
Yeah.
refresher, like, oh yeah, this is where we started.
But you could have known where you started if you started from where you were meant to start. You know what I mean?
I've already
No.
seen it. It's shows that I've already seen
Yeah.
like more than once.
Trust me. Yeah, I'm following what you're saying. I just
Oh, you just don't approve still.
at all. What shows have you done this with? Or do you
I
do
mean,
this with?
it's pretty much all of the like year-round shows. So like 30 Rock, The Office, Parks and
Oh.
Rec, Friends,
So you're starting from season 2.
usually, or again, like halfway through season 1. But yeah, usually season 2.
Dang. That's actually kind of crazy. That is crazy.
Well,
I'm going to start a Let's Bully Chelsea out of this behavior campaign.
it's too late at this point.
I don't know. I believe in me and our listeners.
I
I
think if you get
do.
enough people,
Yeah.
you, I'm going to say your bullying has at least worked because at least I'm more aware of it and how maybe it's affecting the way I'm watching TV and how I process the
Of course, it's
information.
affecting the way you're watching TV.
It hasn't changed yet, but it's made me think,
Uh-huh.
should I watch TV in a different way? But I haven't yet, so.
Can you? Oh God. Maybe I need a. No, I'm not even going to entertain the nonsense. I was going to say maybe I should try to do it for one TV show and just see what it feels like
I think
picking up
you should do it for
a
Mad
show.
Men because that's like the
Okay.
biggest one that I've done it with. Start with
Okay.
season 2 or 3, or
That's
maybe even I could look it up
that's
and let you know.
that's okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll do a experiment and we'll see how crazy this drives me.
Mad Men, I think, is also a good one because it was, and this was the case when I started. It was a show that had already been out for a couple seasons, so
Mhm.
just I knew enough about the
Mhm.
premise of the show and Don Draper
Mhm.
that I didn't have to question what was going on that much. I knew he had a
Mhm.
wife. I knew all this stuff.
Right.
And it's such a slow show that by season 3, nothing's really happened. You've not missed anything. So
Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna try it with Mad Men and
there's
I'll get back to everybody.
if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. That's
No, if it doesn't work for me, this bullying campaign is going full speed ahead. Like,
well,
yeah.
because like I'm watching
Hmm.
Daredevil, and
Hmm.
I don't understand what's going on. I know that the bald guy is the bad guy, and Matt, I think, is Daredevil, right? The lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And really, anything else I know about the story is from watching the movie in 2001 once.
Yeah.
So
So you're fully just vibes. Just all right.
Yes, but I am very confused, and I do think that if I'm going to watch another season of it, I will start from the very beginning.
Yeah, I agree that you should. I definitely
So
agree
like
that you should.
if there's a season 5 or
Yeah.
another season after this one, I will rewatch the whole thing
Okay. Okay.
because
At
you
least we
bullied
got
me
that.
into it, and you
All
should
right.
feel bad about that.
No, at least we got this one thing. Listen, starts with one. That's all we need. And then there'll be two, three, four. And before you know it, Chelsea will be watching TV like a normal person.
It really didn't take that much work either, so
Really did
apparently I'm
not.
pretty easy. All right, are you ready to move on to our press release? Update
Yes,
people
I
on
am.
what's going on.
Yes, I am.
I'm going to start it off just with this because I wrote it off or wrote it down while we were talking, and then
Hmm.
I want you to fill in our listeners with some more stuff.
Okay.
And this is actually really just celebrity gossip, which I'll try not to do all the time. Did you see about
I
Glenn
love.
Powell and Sydney Sweeney?
Yes, I did. He went to his sister's wedding. She went to his
Y-
sister's wedding.
yes. So
Hmm.
they were in that movie in 2023. What was it called? I
I
know it was
forget.
like Here We Are or Just Like Me. Or what's it called?
You're very close though. That's what's killing me. Hold on. We're almost there. Oh, anyone but you.
And
Here we are, just like me.
I mean, that was pretty good. It was pretty close.
You were, yeah, very.
So when that movie came out, though, right, there was so many rumors that
Yes,
they were having
they,
a thing, but she was
yeah,
engaged. He might have been seeing somebody at the time, but it wasn't super serious, and they had broken up
yeah,
like right before or something.
yeah.
And now all people know is like Thursday she announced that she broke up with her fiance, and by
Hmm.
Friday she was in Texas at his sister's wedding, and I love it. I
I
love it.
love it too. Someone tweeted like, "Yeah, of course. Like, if you break up an engagement and you have Glenn Powell's phone number on your phone, that is absolutely the first phone call you're going to be making. Let's be for real."
You know that she's been talking to him this whole entire time though.
Yes.
I'm not accusing her of cheating, but all I know is that he's not left her life since he entered it.
No, definitely not. And none of us should be shocked if they do end up dating for a little bit or whatever. Or if
Oh,
they're
they're
just
going
having
to.
fun. I
Yeah,
love that for them.
that could be part of it.
Yeah. I feel like she
I
needs a rebound anyway, and he's a great one.
Yeah, I just again, I already said Glenn Powell, they pushed him on me and I'm for it. I can't imagine somebody spending a little bit of time with him and at least not having a little, even if it's just like a weekend flirty fling.
Yes. He's from Texas, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's that charm. He's so charming. It's ridiculous. And he can
Mm-hmm.
do comedy, action. Like, and he's built in this ridiculous Hollywood way. There's no way you're not getting charmed by him. I agree.
His that movie The Hitman on Netflix that he's in.
Yes.
Phew, that something about that character really got me. That's when I was like, oh, yep, like him a lot.
He was it was layered. He was layered. And really well done. You felt the emotion of every, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's great. And but also I really do think if I was his publicist or whatever, manager or whatever, I really would keep him single for a while. Like, I don't think he should attach himself to any actress like dating. Like, for real, for real. I think that ruins his brand for the time being,
Yeah, if I
personally.
knew that he was connected to Sydney Sweeney, I'd be like, ugh, all right, fine. No hope for me now.
Right. But when he's single, there's just that little bit of hope.
Gosh, Rose goes off the rails, but I do want to ask you this. Is there a celebrity, maybe two, that you truly think if you were in a room with them, like a little intimate dinner party or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
that they would fall in love with you?
I absolutely do. I absolutely do.
Is it Langston?
No, so I'm gonna respect Langston and his marriage for the time being.
Good
No,
for
I
you.
really am gonna. um, I do. I have a list, but okay, if they would fall in love with me, honestly, I feel like I could make Daniel Kaluuya fall in love with me.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's East African. I'm East African. I feel like we could bond over that. I feel like I could get his band. I don't know. I feel like there's something I could that one. Him.
I could see that. He seems a little not standoffish, but a little bit more reserved,
Yes, that's a great
but
word.
not. I think once you like get to know him, he's probably very funny because I've seen some
Yeah.
interviews with him and he says very funny stuff, but he's very intentional by what he says.
Yes, that's a great way to describe it. And like Langston and like Zach Fox, for example, my other crushes, I feel like they would not intimidate me because but because I know they're so funny, I just see myself just laughing too loudly and just not coming off cool, and they would not fall in love with
Mm.
me. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're out the picture. What about you? Who are yours or one?
Um, I will. There's probably several, but the one that I truly in my head, which is so unrealistic, is Harry Styles.
Why should I'm sorry. That was so left field. I did not even know you.
It's kind of the Glenn Powell effect thing. Like he was just pushed on us so much during the
Yeah.
"Don't worry, darling" and then all that, and I just was looking at him. I was like, this poor man. I could just, if we just met, we could just be happy together.
Just charm the pants off of him, and yeah, I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him being easily charmed, honestly. He
I
seems
th-
like
Now
if
it
you're
will require,
mhm,
like you're saying, to play it cool, right?
mhm, mhm. But
Which,
I don't think he's like funny, so I feel like you'd be able to play it cool.
oh yeah, you're right. He isn't very funny, is he? He's not funny, but
He's not
yeah,
funny, but he's not like silly. You know what I mean? He's not like yeah.
yeah. I might have to
But
rethink
that
this.
helps. No, but that helps. That helps with the because then you're the one who's like he'll be enamored by your mind and your
Mm.
funniness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get what
That's
I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But then how am I going to laugh?
Is the point here to laugh or to get them to fall in love with you?
Okay, to get involved with me. That's fair.
Yeah.
Let's move on and talk about more important topics. What other news
Okay.
do you have?
What did I write? Okay, did you see that? Okay, they started shooting season 2 of Paradise.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
then Shailene Woodley got cast in this new season. Yeah. Do you see
Who's she
that?
going to be?
Apparently, she's gonna be tied to what's her name? The
Sinatra.
lady. Yeah, Sinatra. Yeah,
Okay.
there's something there.
All
Apparently.
right. I'm fine with that. She's a little
Yeah.
weird, but
She is. She is. Bless her heart. She is.
you know, she's
Yeah.
just herself though. So, and she's so
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah. um Another one. I just wrote this because I wrote Watson got renewed, so fuck me and my hating ass opinions. But I am very upset that it got renewed. And I think it's the first time no, not the first time, but you should not be upset about renewals, but I am upset about this one.
When we did the TV Guide episode, I forgot to mention, or maybe I didn't want to upset you, that they talked about Watson very highly in that. Yes.
Yeah, maybe I should
Hmm.
give it a 3 episode test. Like maybe no, it was so corny. Let me stick to but I said this about the pit. I don't know.
That's, yeah. But the
Yeah.
pit is, it's just,
Yeah.
I've just gotten sucked in,
Yeah.
like I do.
Yeah.
I get why people love it. But I don't think it's revolutionary TV, and I don't think these are like revolutionary characters. I'm just enjoying watching it, and so
Yeah. I agree
it,
with
it could
that.
become that for you.
Yeah. What Watson?
Uh huh.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's like something if there's nothing on in during the summer or whatever, I'll just watch it and see if it really holds up. But I do think it's just like a CBS show
Mm-hmm.
that's like a procedural that's consistent.
I'm gonna be honest. There's probably I've yet to find a show that if you let me watch enough episodes that I won't finish or like just keep on like eventually end up
I
liking.
agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. Last week when you talked about Tracker being like the number one or number two show on thingy, and I was like hating on it, I literally went to sleep that night and I was like, but I did end up finishing that first season. I felt like I hated on it too much, but guys, it's not as terrible as I made it sound. And I did end up finishing the first season. It's watchable, but it's not the best. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Watson maybe is the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like mid-century modern, I said it wasn't good.
Yeah.
I'm, but I also will watch it at some point. I promise you.
Yeah. I agree.
It's not,
Yeah.
So maybe we're not the best judges of TV because we'll just watch anything
Anything?
ultimately.
Yeah. But that's why we are the best judges.
That's true. Yes, because we will watch anything.
Yeah. And I guess my last two was Black Mirror comes back Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the people they got on board for this season, it's season 7. It's they got Rashida, they got Issa, they got Tracy, they've got, I don't know, it's a really cool cast, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see the stories we get to see. Did you watch? Are you like all caught up with Black Mirror?
I've never watched Black Mirror.
We just went from talking about watching everything and anything.
The
Wait,
reason
what?
the reason that I have not watched it is because
Uh,
based on what people have told me, it's
uh.
going to hit a little too close to home and it's going to start to scare me. It's going to be I'm going to get a little scared. It's like Handmaid's Tale. I can't watch it. Like I stopped watching it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
It was a
yeah, I
little
agree with you.
too There's
Yes,
not
I
I know
agree.
not all the episodes are that way, but
Yeah. Yeah. I will say Handmaid's Tale, maybe also it's like the whole we are women,
Mhm.
so it's way, way too close to home. But I think Black Mirror, because it's also like different, every episode's a different story. So you're not really following. Yes, they finish off the characters in that story, whatever. Then Handmaid's Tale. And I generally think you should watch it. I am shocked you have not watched it, but I'm also very excited for you because that means you have this whole new world of episodes to go through, and there's nothing like the first time. So I hope you
Mhm.
do watch it. Do you plan on watching it?
Yeah, no, I will. And I watched one episode
Okay.
that a friend recommended. It's the one where it's the two, I think they're two older ladies and they're in a nursing home, but then they're attached to the
Yes.
Matrix or whatever, and they live out their
Yes.
life together
Yeah,
in
that's a
the
beautiful
80s.
one. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Gosh.
that one was less scary, but
Yeah.
still, I've heard about
Yeah.
the scary ones.
They're they're scary, but they're also really sweet ones, or really like, oh, if society did this way kind of ones. I don't know. I think it's great.
I
So
will check it out. I promise. Maybe I'll watch like one or two episodes tonight, and then watch that Big Boys so that I can cleanse
okay,
my palate.
you've okay. It's not that scary for especially the earlier season. Well,
Okay, no, because
yeah, it's
isn't there
not
that like the pig prison
the
one?
pig
Isn't that
one.
like the first episode?
Yeah, but I don't think that's scary. I just think it's ridiculous. You know,
It's not scary. Are you like
it's not.
mentally scary? It's not gonna.
It's not like psychologically something, but I don't think it's psychologically scary.
I'll report back.
Okay. Yeah, because then I can gauge what is scary to you. Because I don't think I know.
Okay, here's another part of it that I should add. Drake's not going to be home tonight. And
Okay.
so that's probably also part of it. Like sometimes I can't watch certain stuff when he's not here just because I will freak myself out,
Yeah.
even though everything's fine. I know it's fine, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
what if it's not? And I just get too much in
Yeah.
my own head. So,
Okay. No,
but
I get that.
I'll watch a couple episodes
Okay. I think you'll enjoy it.
until
I
I'm scared.
really, really do. Yeah.
Anything else?
The last one, your Friends and Neighbors season 1. It's an Apple TV Plus show with John Hamm, and that comes out Friday.
Okay.
And I'm definitely going to check that out. Yeah. I can't remember. And Amanda Peet, yeah, who I weirdly really like. Don't know why.
She was in that movie with Ashton Kutcher. Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about it recently. Anyway, I really liked it.
Okay.
It was it came out in the early 2000s ish. I'll find it because people should watch. It's a very cute rom-com from that era. It's a little different than 90s rom-coms, but
yeah. But we're
gosh, there's a song that's also in it that A Lot Like Love.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love that movie. Oh,
It's
I
so
love that
cute.
movie. It is.
Yeah.
It really is. Oh. That's it. And I guess the last thing is we got the White Lotus season finale Sunday.
It's supposed to be like an hour and a half.
Yeah. Which I need to watch the last episode, but I will be ready to watch the new one, the last one, and hopefully we can talk about it next week.
Yes. Yes. I don't know where I don't know where they're going. Like I don't know who's going to get killed, which obviously that's what happens every season.
Yeah.
And I can't tell if I'm just really dumb and like can't figure it out or if I'm not supposed to know. You know, it's supposed to like really be a big shock.
Yeah. Yeah. Severance did a number on us.
Well, I always question that when I watch shows. I'm like, are other people picking up on these things and I'm just so stupid, or am I just, because Only Murders in the Building, I think if I actually paid closer attention, it could be like a game of Clue and you're like figuring out who did it. I think that's kind of the purpose of the show. I just don't pay attention enough to do that. I don't care to. I'm just watching it because it's cute.
Okay, I do have a question about Only Murders in the Building because I'm so determined to get into it because that cast is too good not to, right? But I guess we're 4 seasons in, 5, 6. It's
4.
Okay. Is it still like each season somebody's murdered and it's around that? Okay. Interesting. Okay.
And it kind of picks up where the last one left off in there. Yeah.
Okay. I just have to commit to it. Yeah, I really want to see Meryl. So yeah, I want to watch it.
I'm surprised that you haven't gotten into it just because I mean it's a good show. I like it.
I did the first season, but I don't know why, and I don't know where I stopped. I don't know, but I love the actors. I love the premise. I think Selena does a great job. I just don't know why I didn't stick to it, but I want to.
Give it another go whenever you got a chance.
Okay, I will.
Anything else?
Looking something up?
No, I was looking at what I had listed down because I had Black Mirror also, even though I haven't watched it. But I was like, oh, people need to know. And it's the last season.
Yes. Yeah. Which, wait, it is? Did I know that?
I think so. Yeah. Isn't it?
It could be. I mean, it should be.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, it's the last season of Black Mirror, last season of the Earth that we're living in.
Totally.
No, I have nothing else. That's it.
So then I have 3. I don't know why I'm counting it, but I wanted to say that Shrinking and Slow Horses, both Apple TV shows, got nominated for BAFTAs.
Yeah. Yay.
And honestly, I forgot what BAFTA stand for, so I'm gonna look it up really quick. And I meant to do that before.
British Arts
Academy
Television. Oh,
Film Awards.
Okay.
But that's interesting because it's called Film Awards, but I guess they do TV as well.
Film TV Awards. BAFTAs. Right? But film?
Yes. British Academy of Film and Television Arts. There you go. Yeah, BAFTA.
There we go. Nice. Yeah. Yay.
And then also on April 10th, there's a lot coming out on April 10th. The same day as Black Mirror, that's a Thursday, is Hacks, the last season as well.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I missed that. Yeah.
Honestly, I have to keep a calendar of everything because there's so much going on. So
There's
much going
so
on.
much, which we love.
Yes. I'd rather there be too much than not enough.
Yeah.
The the last one that I wanted to mention, I've done very little research on this. I just noticed it when I went to go start that Ripley show on Netflix.
Hmm.
There uh, on Thursday, April 10th, again,
Hmm.
Netflix is doing another live show. I haven't checked that John Mulaney one out yet, but I guess they're trying to get into that. I don't know. It's called Pop the Balloon. Have you ever heard of
Oh,
this?
yes. Why did I not write this down? Yeah. Have you heard of Poppin'?
No, I have not.
You need to go on YouTube right after we finish recording. God, I feel so bad for you because it's an experience. But it's a great experience. But then if you watch like 1 2 minute episodes, it gets sad. You're just like, this is sad.
Okay, okay. I'll
And
just
it's,
watch one.
yeah. And it's just very stereotypical. But basically, do you know the premise of Poppy Balloon?
Well, the one that on Netflix says that they what is it? I'm gonna make sure I quote it right. That they take a celebrity and an everyday person and see if they like get along or like if they have chemistry.
Oh, that's the where. Hold on. That's the word. But they also do have a rendition of that on YouTube with
Yes,
like,
yeah, they said like this is a new version that they're doing. It
okay.
says it's a speed style dating online show.
Yeah.
Um, and in the show, participants line up and the others pop the balloon of those they're not interested in. And the live version will bring eliminations, unpredictable dilemmas, and unfiltered romance straight to viewers. So, and it says, plus
Dilemmas.
alongside everyday contestants, some of your favorite reality star personalities, including Johnny Bananas from The Challenge, I guess, Chase
Hmm.
Demore, Too Hot to Handle, Farrah Abrams, Teen Mom, and other celebrities that are going to be part of it too.
So are they the ones coming in and then the people lined up have to pop their balloons for them? Like, or are they going to be one of the people popping?
That I don't know. I don't think that they've
Unclear.
clarified that. I think they're just
Okay.
saying like you're gonna have celebrities, you're gonna have normal people, and
Yeah.
they're gonna take that and elevate it.
Okay. How do you feel about them including these reality TV stars?
I I don't know. I like and Trader the reality TV stars that they
Mm-hmm.
bring in, and some of them are on the same tier as
Mm-hmm.
the people that were just listed, minus
Mm-hmm.
probably Farrah Abraham Abrams, whatever her
Hmm.
name is. So I'm not automatically against it.
Okay. Okay.
It could be good. It could also be just because with her involved, it could just be bad. It could, yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Because the thing with so the show is like, okay, let's say I walk in, I'm the person looking for the love, and then they have a line of guys, and they're all the guys are holding a balloon. So then the what's it called host, who for the Netflix is Yvonne Orgy, which, all right, cool. She asks questions. She asks me questions about myself, and as I am telling her about myself and the men about myself, they then start popping the balloons if they hear something about me that they don't like.
Oh wait, they pop it.
They pop it. So
Oh,
I could be
I
like,
thought
"Hi, my
you
name's
would pop
Ellen."
it.
No. So you have a line of 10 guys holding a balloon, judging you, and they'll let you know that they're not interested in you by hearing a pop and seeing them go pop. It is the most I don't even think demoralizing is the right word for it. It gets sad so quickly. Like, yeah.
I
I can't even believe
I could
Netflix looks it
never.
up.
I could never.
No, it's great. It is great and messy, and I do understand how it blew up on YouTube. It's a great concept that they came up with, honestly, but it should have stayed on YouTube because Netflix is too public for such a, I don't know.
That's yeah, too public because YouTube. Yes, you have YouTube like again, I knew it was a thing on YouTube, but I've never watched it. You know,
Yeah,
you have so many of these things that are viral, but they're viral for a lot of people, but not everybody. But then if it's on
exactly.
Netflix, that's more,
It's
and they're
kind of
promoting
yeah,
it like it's on. Yeah,
exactly. You're kind of making that behavior more acceptable, and I don't think people should reject people through pop in a balloon kind of situation by just being like, "Hi, my name's Ellen, like I'm from thing," and then I start hearing pops, or people even mention their careers, they start hearing pops, and it's just, or even you just walk in. The funniest ones is when a guy or a girl just walks in. I'll say guy because it's, whatever, walks in and they're dressed a certain way, and you just hear pop, 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 just down the line of girls.
did it
uh,
give them any constructive feedback? Like, or are
I,
they just
I was
like, no, bye, loser?
No, well, the host then asks the girls or like the guys lined up, like, okay, so why did you pop your balloon? Like, what about that made you pop it? But even that is bad because the people are like, well, I just don't like the where they're dressed, or they said that they do this for a living and that's not me, or yeah, I don't. It's a bit sticky.
Damn, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I'm excited now.
It is great when I get my hair done. My hair braider and she puts it on, and that's, yeah, it's great.
I,
But
I love that. Oh man, that's I. How does somebody agree to go on that show? I
this
mean,
is what I'm saying.
if I was the one popping the balloon, maybe, but I don't
Mhm.
even know if I could pop the balloon. Like that's so mean.
Yeah. And now that you know all this, do you still think they should? I don't think they should include celebs. Do you think they should include celebs?
I hope yes, and I hope they're the ones that the people pop are, they're not the people popping the balloons. I hope
They're
they're
the
the
ones walking
one.
in.
Yes, because these type of celebrities are the ones, at least the ones
Mm-hmm.
that are listed, think that they're all
Mm.
high and mighty and all of that, and they probably need a little bit of a reality check, despite the fact they were on a reality show.
Yeah. Okay. And you don't think the people lined up would not just try to not pop the balloon for clout kind of situation?
Even if it fine by that, I don't. Sure, if that's what they want to do, then they have to live with that, and that's also on TV.
Okay. Fair. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious though. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's all I got. You got anything else to
I'm glad you
mention before?
no, glad you brought that last one up. I completely forgot. And
I'm
I
glad you knew what it was because that it made me even more excited. So,
yeah, gosh, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But no, that's it for me.
all right. Well, then we will talk to you all next week.
See ya.
Bye. Oh, sorry, I'm not leaving yet. I have to.
You watch